Hi, my name is John. I work at a solar installation company. I'm a business development manager, and I rate Kixie Power Call a 5 out of 5. We went looking around for a solution for our problem. We had quite a few different options on the table. At first, we were thinking about maybe just keeping things the same and perhaps improving some of the training of how to use our phone system that we currently had at the time. Agents were having to hand dial and leave personal voicemails. That amounted to a good amount of time spent per call to turn it around, and we were looking to gain some efficiencies. And that way we could increase our workforce and do things a lot easier for the agent and also a lot more productive for the company. We looked at some other softwares from SafeCall and Cornexa. We looked at RailCall, we looked at Ring Central, and a lot of these different softwares that were out there had similar features and benefits. And it came kind of down to what was going to be the easiest integration with our software CRM and what would require the least amount of training for our agents so they didn't have to reinvent any wheels as much as possible. And so, once we started comparing pricing and features and benefits, we boiled things down to what was going to be the best solution for us. Once it came time to finally make a decision, we picked Kixie out of the bunch for some very straightforward reasons. It came down to the ability to click to call for our agents and also the ability for them to disposition their calls. Additional benefits that we saw were the ability to do pre-recorded voicemails as well as pre-recorded templates for text messages, and it allowed our agents more time per day to generate activity. It also helped increase their energy throughout the day because they weren't having to physically dial or physically leave voicemails, but still keep the personal touch of recorded voicemail to the customer. So it got to be very quickly adopted amongst the team. Additional support from Kixie on the back end to troubleshoot was really, really helpful and in a quick turnaround as things came up. There hasn't been a whole lot of customer support needed, and we continue to find features and benefits that have helped increase our productivity, like their dashboard and their the ability to pull a call and listen to it, to be able to coach to it, to be able to live monitor and listen to the call. It was great for performance and feedback, and then be able to continue to spread this product easily amongst different departments. So what started in sales and moved to operations and moved to marketing, and we're continuing to see this adoption amongst the other departments. And it's been a really nice improvement, and the cost has been fantastic. Finance loves it, and so we're sticking with it, and we're continuing to see those benefits in increased bottom line and agent satisfaction. When it comes to integration, it was one of the biggest reasons why we went with Kixie. It was already pre-set up with our CRM service, and so we were able to pick them amongst the bunch because they already had the back end work. And that was something that was important to us. We didn't have to worry about clunky integration, and they had everything already pre-set up. It just took a setup training, a one call in a room amongst the team with a gentleman from Kixie who was able to talk through the ins and outs. We did a screen share, and so we had that initial support system, and really from there a lot of it was very intuitive. It didn't require a whole lot of extra legwork to get to know how things would work. It was pretty much business as usual. So every new user we bring onto the platform, it's really simple for them to get started and see the successes, and it helped us structure our training and our onboarding in a way where, as part of a new hire's process, they pre-record their voicemails, they set up their text templates, they get us familiar with the power call and the features of that, how to send a text message, how to leave notes. Some of those pertinent things that were having to be done manually are now very automated. So it really made the onboard process straightforward for us, and that's another reason why we stick with it for over a year now. If you're just starting to look into what software might be right for your business, you got to understand what it is you're really trying to accomplish. In our case, we wanted to increase agent satisfaction, and we also wanted to decrease costs while improve productivity. It's not an easy thing to do, and not every business has the same needs. And so making sure you think through, what do you really want that end result to look like, and how can you get into a software that's going to enable those things. I wish I had known how much you get married to the product when you get started, because once you get on the platform, any platform for that matter, if it's working well, you're going to want to stick with it for the long term. And in the beginning with Kixie, everything is fantastic, and it still is to this day. But I could see that going the other way if the product didn't meet the needs that we had for it and the expectations, and all of a sudden we spend a lot of time and money with something that it would be very difficult to get out of. So just continuing to think through, what is it that you want to achieve, and is this something that other people will easily be able to incorporate in their day-to-day life? Because on paper it may look great, but you do want to make sure you consider all users as a means in which to consider what's going to be the easiest, quickest fix and adoption with as little headache and as little pain as possible. And we've seen that with Kixie, and continue to enjoy those benefits to this day.